summer can be such a fun time. The kids are out of school. And, I think for some moms, it's like kind of a little bit scary, only because we know schedules sometimes go out the window. The kids want snacks every 2 seconds. It literally feels like you are treading water and you're trying to just stay above water and not drown because there's work, there's kids, there's home. And if you try and throw anything extra on top of that, it feels like it's impossible. Summer is officially here. But while this might mean summer break for your kids, we moms know that this is surely not a break for us. Work doesn't slow down and it definitely doesn't stop just because it's summer. So if you are drowning in snack requests and screen time guilt and to-do lists that never quite ends and you feel like, when am I going to get a break? When is this going to slow down or stop? But you're also trying to build your business and scale your business, but you might be feeling stuck or just squeezed really thin right now during this time. You are not alone. In today's Slay Your Day episode, we're going to be talking about the 5 summer habits that are quietly killing your productivity, draining your energy, and sabotaging your momentum. The crazy thing is that most of these small habits are hiding in plain sight. So we're going to dive into the 5 habits that are quietly killing your productivity this summer and how you can change that right now. All right. So if you are a mom who is feeling stuck and stressed during this summer, you're definitely not alone. And I'm going to share with you how to avoid them. Now, look, summer can be such a fun time. The kids are out of school. And, I think for some moms, it's like kind of a little bit scary, only because we know schedules sometimes go out the window. We know that like the kids want snacks every 2 seconds. It literally feels like you are treading water and you're trying to just stay above water and not drown because there's work, there's kids, there's home. And if you try and throw anything extra on top of that, it feels like it's impossible. So the first tip that I want to share with you in how to avoid the stress and feeling stuck in the summertime, especially as a working mom, is to stop trying to wing it and work with a plan. Now, you guys know I'm all about the systems and strategy, but having no routine, especially in the summertime, means that you're going to be reactive to your days and your time and have super scattered focus and feeling like you're getting no progress. So here's what I want you to do. I want you to use a simple summer system. Now, it can be very, very simple to just narrow it down into blocks. I'm someone who likes organization, who likes a good workflow. So if you're not quite used to scheduling things out, I'm going to make it super simple for you. Okay. I want you to have a 3-block schedule: your morning routine, your work routine, and your family flow. That's what we're going to break this down into. So every single one of these buckets is getting your time, getting your attention, and you're going to be so streamlined in this process. So again, let's break it down. Morning AM routine, work focus time, and family flow. Those are the 3 buckets that I want you to focus on and use that as your guide. So if it helps and you like to go on like Pinterest or Canva and make this visual and break it down, strategy starts with structure. Okay. I'm going to say that again. Strategy starts with structure. So figure out, maybe not every day is the same for you. I know it's not for me, but I do try and batch what I'm focusing on, the different areas, the work bucket, the family bucket, the morning productivity buckets. And also, if your kids are at home and they're not at camp or they're not, doing some kind of summertime program or schedule, it's going to be even more strategic for you to do this because you get your family time, you get your pool time, you get your playtime, but you also get your work done. You get to focus on you and you have the family time built in. So my first tip for you is we're going to stop winging it and we're going to work with a plan. My second tip that I have for you to beat the summer stress and to really focus on how to be more strategic this summer, especially when we have those kiddos home, is that I want you to start working with a summer strategy. Now, the problem here is that you may be trying to run your business like you did back in January when the kids were in school, when there was a schedule, when there was a flow, and when they were out of the house. So I want you to start running your business in a way that's going to support your schedule now, the summer schedule, your energy, and your bandwidth, which is probably completely different than it was a month ago, back when the kiddos were in school. So working with a summer strategy is going to be so key in helping you focus on the areas that you need to be the most productive and successful this summer. So again, think about what a seasonal strategy looks like for you. Where do you need to be showing up? Maybe you have shorter sprints within your business. And by the way, let me also mention this, your team, if you have a team that can support you in pre-planned marketing, in content, with launches, with batch creation. We just talked about this in the High Performance Accelerator Academy about the entire month batching this out within 60 minutes or less. By the way, if you haven't heard about the High Performance Academy yet and you want to get in and you want to simplify your life, you want system, you want strategy, and you want support, the High Performance Academy is the place to be, especially right now during summer when you can use all that extra strategy and system to automate, delegate, outsource, and literally have your business running without you in it 24/7. That is the whole basis of the High Performance Academy. We show you how to get it done with your systems. And if you're like, Sandy, like, what does that even mean? Like, what is a system? How do I incorporate it? What is my strategy? This is the place for you to be. So how do you get in contact with me? You can reach out to me. My email, I'll put it below, sandra@sandragland.com. We have 3 different levels of membership. So there's literally no excuse for you not to join, to come in, to get acquainted and with the community and meet all these incredible ladies, connect, collaborate, but most of all, save your sanity and your time and get the systems, the strategy, and support. So again, number 2, working without a summer strategy, you are now going to be focusing on your seasonal strategy and focusing on shifting from hustle mentality and also like school year work mentality into intentional action. Everyone is talking about soursop, the tropical superfruit with superpowers. And if you don't know what I'm talking about, listen in. If you suffer from inflammation, digestive issues, low energy, or low immune health, there's nothing else like soursop to help your body feel its best. But the soursop fruit is almost impossible to source in the US. So Soursop Nutrition is on a mission to bring you a selection of expertly formulated supplements that give you the benefits of soursop hassle-free. The Soursop Cell Plus Immunity Gummies are gluten-free, non-GMO, and low-carb, and they're a favorite in my house. We also love their shake boosts, which come in 4 flavors, including 2 delicious fall favorites, pumpkin and apple. If you follow me on Instagram, you'll see I love adding the shakes into my smoothies, and we even add them to our big treats for the kids, and they love baking with me. They're great for gut health, are full of fiber, and help balance blood sugars, making it a natural weight management aid. Who doesn't love that? The shakes are also 0 sugar, low carb, and gluten-free. Place your first order today and enjoy 20% off with code SANDY20 or use the link in the show notes. The third summer habit that is keeping you stuck and stressed, and how to avoid it. Okay, listen up. Make sure to take notes if you're hopefully not driving. If you're in a position to take notes, I would highly recommend writing this down. Number 3 is do not, please, 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 do not skip your morning routines because the kids are home. The schedule does not go out the window just because the kids are home from school. Your schedule, their schedule, the whole operation of the home has to still be in place. So the problem is that you start being reactive to your day and to your kids and to all the fires that you have to put out, and you're frazzled all day because you've now started skipping the morning routine that you had back in the fall. And that's also why a lot of times the clients that I work with that are doing really, really like they're getting a lot of progress, especially when the kiddos are in school. It's because there's a very clear schedule. There's a routine in place. So right now, I want you to reclaim that morning routine because that's what's going to set your day up for success. Get back into that morning routine. I don't care if it's spring, summer, fall, or winter. It could be summer break, winter break. We don't want to lose that grounding. We don't want to lose the thing that anchors us first thing in the morning, especially keeping that consistent. So even 10 minutes of intentional time for you in the morning to shift your whole day into being proactive versus reactive is going to completely change the game for you. So figure out what that morning routine is for you. Do you get up and work out? Do you get up and journal, meditate, stretch? I have my routine. I have an entire episode on this. But it's really important that we don't neglect ourselves first, because as moms, we know that we are the anchor of the family. And if you're frazzled and stressed out, the kids are going to feel that as well. So we want summer to be fun. We want it to also be productive. So in order to do that, I want you to continue with the habits and the morning routines that you have the rest of the year. It's easy. Just keep it going. Don't forget to lock in and stick with your morning routines. All right, number 4, the fourth habit that is keeping you stuck and stressed and how to avoid it is, this is along the same lines as number 3 that we just talked about, is losing your boundaries around your meals, your bedtime, and your work time. Now, bedtime, I'm talking about you. Yes, you, mama, and the kiddos. I know we can be a little bit more lax in the summer. Like I know for us with the boys, we'll do some movie nights. We'll let them stay up and have like popcorn movie nights, but we try not to get so far off of like their bedtime times and routines and schedules because it just throws off the whole next day. That's why the routines and the schedules are so important to have with consistency, because it's going to give you that work time back. It's going to give you your personal time back. So no structure equals decision fatigue and late night chaos, and the wheels fall off. So we don't want that to happen. So what I want you to focus on is pick 3 anchor routines that you know that you can keep consistent. Maybe for you, it's morning, lunch, and a work block. Or maybe it's your nighttime block, your morning block, and rest time. Okay. Whatever that is for you, I want you to pick 3 anchor routines. This is huge. This is going to change the game. You've got to focus on what you can control. Focus on these 3 anchor routines that are going to keep consistency and also that are going to keep your sanity. Again, like I know for me, my workouts, the meals that I eat, my scheduling blocks of time are such a saving grace because I know exactly when I'm going to fit these things in and when and where I'm going to do them. So pick your anchor routines and comment below. Comment below and let me know what your 3 anchor routines are going to be for the summer. By the way, before we get into the 5th habit that is keeping you stuck and stressed this summer, I want to make sure that you are subscribed to the Slay Your Day podcast. When you subscribe to the show, you will be the first to get notifications on new episodes coming out. And also, if you didn't already know this already, new subscribers are picked every single week to win giveaways, prizes, signed copies of my Slay Your Day book, a guest appearance in the High Performance Academy where you get to come in and be on a call with us, or even a call with myself to help you map out your strategy, whether that's for the summer or just your game plan that you can lock in and really focus on your big money moves. So don't forget to subscribe to the show and comment below that you subscribed so we know that we get to pick you for one of the winners of the week and that we see that you actually subscribe to the show. So don't forget to do that. Make sure you're subscribed. And by the way, send this off to another busy mama that could use these tips and advice, because when the community grows, we all grow together. Can we just talk about how bedtime used to be for us? Oh my gosh, you guys, I was hanging off one side of the bed. My kids were laying sideways across the entire bed. And my husband, he was literally falling off the bed. Don't even get me started on the stiff necks. We were actually at the chiropractor more than we were sleeping. We just thought that we had to deal with it until we found Alaskan King bed. Now we can actually co-sleep without the kids kicking us all night long. Everyone has plenty of space, and my husband finally stays in the bed. And we all wake up feeling refreshed, like we actually slept the whole night, because we did. If you're a growing family like us, this bed is a total game changer. More space equals more snuggles, less stress, and so much more quality time. And that was the true reason why we fell in love with this bed. Trust me, you will never go back. So head on over to AlaskanKingBeds.com and use code Sandy for a discount. Wishing you and your family sweet dreams from my family to yours. Make sure you head over to AlaskanKingBeds.com. All right, mamas, the fifth habit that is keeping you stuck and stressed this summer. And if you're not feeling it yet, it's going to come if you don't implement these. So make sure you're taking notes and you're implementing. That's the biggest thing I can tell you, is make sure you're implementing, is feeling like you have to do it all yourself, feeling like you just can bear all the weight and you tell yourself everything's fine. What I will tell you is that you will silently be in survival mode. You will feel the burnout. You'll look like you're in burnout mode, and no one is going to benefit when you are in survival mode. Not you, not your kids, not your spouse, not your business. So nobody wins when you're in survival mode. So the fix, what's the solution, is find a supportive container, whether that's hopping into the High Performance Academy and surrounding yourself with the right tools, knowledge, and information to put into your business so you don't have to do this alone. It could be coming on with coaching. It could be joining a community, having an accountability partner. All of these things are going to support you in your journey because you know you're not alone. I built this community. I built the High Performance community because I didn't want to be alone. I knew that there had to be other women out there that wanted systems, strategy, and support in their businesses, but also in their personal lives. So they knew that there was a solution and a better way to do this, to simplify, to scale, to feel fulfilled. I'm telling you, we get to have it. We get to have it all as mothers, as wives, as business owners, but you've got to have support, and you have to stop telling yourself you are the only one that can do it and you have to do it alone and there is no support and you're not willing to take help. So please lean into support. Lean into your community, lean into groups like the High Performance Academy, where we'll welcome you with open arms and the tools, knowledge, and information to start building into your business and your home, by the way. So it starts to not just get easier, but be more fun. And I don't know about you, but like, I don't want this just for summer. I want this all year round. So build this into your system, your structure, your home, your business, and watch how everything changes. All right, Slay Your Day community, because I love you and I'm not going to leave you hanging with probably some of the best tips. I have 2 additional bonus tips that I'm going to share with you on habits that are going to get you unstuck and out of the stressful, very reactive environment when things don't go as planned and when summer can be chaotic and stressful. So what I want to share with you, and this will be, if you do nothing else, this will be the game changer in your business this summer. I promise you. Are you ready? If you're ready, comment below and let me know. I'm ready. Give me the good, Sandy. Okay, here we go. So the tip that I want to share with you is that you may be running without a clear weekly game plan. Okay. Again, if this is you, comment below and let me know. The problem is that you may find yourself jumping from task to task, not working towards any clear goal or objective, and you just feel lost. And I want to stop for a moment and just tell you, you're not alone. You are not alone. There's so many women that come to me in the academy for coaching because they find themselves here. But the great news is if you find yourself here in this spot, there is a solution. And what I want to share with you is that there's something so powerful that I like to call the weekly CEO strategy session. Now, what is this? You might be hearing this for the first time. Every week, you pick your day, Sunday, Monday, Friday, whatever day works best for you. And this is where you map out your priorities. You map out the revenue generating actions and activities. You map out all of the home and family and kid logistics. It is literally your game plan, your strategy session for the week. And the reason why we're not mapping this out a month at a time or for the whole summer is because you know as a working mom, this is going to change day by day. And when we can take this 1 week at a time, number one, it's more predictable week to week. And number two, it gives you a better game plan of where you know what's going to be consistent or what you know you need to adjust. So when you do this, give yourselves 30 minutes to an hour. That's all you need. Okay. And I want you to map out what the next week is going to look like for you. Again, I would give yourself a work section, a personal section, and a family section. Husband, kids, whatever that looks like for you. Okay. And this not only is going to save you over 10 hours a week, but now you have your big money moves mapped out. You have all of your personal initiatives, appointments, all the things that you need to do, and everything going on with the kiddos. So you get the revenue generating big money move activities that you know you've got to hit every single week, especially if you have only laser focused, maybe limited time with an hour or two a day, depending on what your schedule looks like. You've got the mom duties, the wife duties, the house duties, the home care and self duties. Everything is mapped out. So get that weekly CEO strategy session planned out, pick your day, and get this on your calendar. This will be the game plan that changes everything. So I can't wait for you to do this, implement this very clear strategy, and watch how everything changes. All right, the final habit that is keeping you stuck and stressed out this summer. You ready for it? It is putting your goals and your growth on hold until September. I said it. I know you resonate with it. I'm going to say it again. It's putting your growth and your goals on hold until September. When you feel like your bandwidth is now going to be greater, when you feel like now you can do the things that you can do because the kiddos are back in school. The problem is, and so many of us say this, even if it's not summertime, I'll start it when? I'll start it when I feel ready. I'll start it when I have the money. I'll start it when I have the time. I'll start it when I lose the weight. I'll start it when I have the support. I mean, there's so many excuses that I could lay out for you because I hear them all. And repeating that same cycle every single year or every single week or season. We've got to stop it with the excuses. And I'm just going to give you some tough love right now because summer is going to happen every single year. And we can't use that as an excuse as to why we're not reaching our goals, hitting our revenue, and going after what we want. Okay. So there's a fix, and I'm going to give it to you right now. The fix is, you guys are going to love this. You're going to love it. Are you ready? The fix is summer is your secret weapon. Summer is your secret weapon. How amazing is that? With the right strategy and support, you get to use this time to build momentum instead of excuses. You get to use this time to say now, not later. You get to use this time as your secret weapon when everyone else in your industry and around you is saying, I can't do it. I don't have the time, the bandwidth, the money, the resources, the support. But guess what? You do. You do. And this is why summer is the secret weapon to simplify, to have a strategy, to stay plugged in, to move forward in flow and focus. Okay. This is why I'm stressing joining the High Performance Academy now. When everyone else is leaning out, you're leaning in. You're getting so laser focused on what you need to do and where you need to show up and to hit those goals now. Baby steps. You don't need to move mountains every day. You need small incremental baby steps that are going to give you come fall when everyone else is now just getting back in and like restarting. Now you have built all this momentum and consistency over the summer, over the next, let's see, June, July, August, the next 3 months. The next 3 months could be your superpower or the downfall. You choose. You choose what it's going to be. Are you in camp? And you can comment below and let me know. Are you in camp, secret weapon, strategy, support, moving forward? Or are you in the camp of, I'm holding off until September? Let me know which one you're in because I want to support you on this journey. It is so much easier than you think it's going to be, but I don't want you to lose momentum. I don't want you to feel like you have to stop now because it's summertime. We get to use this as our opportunity for growth and goals and moving forward and being so focused on where you're going and building that consistency and momentum for the fall, which then goes into winter and holidays, and it just gets to be better and better and better. So today is a little secret weapon. Today were the habits that are going to get you out of feeling stuck and confused and stressed and into abundance and overflow. So I am so happy that you are here with me today. As always, make sure you go out and slay your day, subscribe to the channel, and I can't wait to see you on the next one.